The Shure SM7B is the best microphone for creators. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. I'm just kidding. Seriously though, the Shure SM7B is an amazing choice if you have pesky background noise to deal with, you don't mind having a big bulky microphone in the frame blocking your hands, or you simply want to look like all the other top podcasters. However, if you're in a relatively quiet recording space and you don't want a bulky mic between you and your viewers, then something like the Sennheiser MKE600 shotgun mic might actually be the best microphone for creators. It stays out of the frame, sounds clean, and gives you more freedom to connect with your viewers and present more naturally. But if you're the kind of creator who needs to move around, demonstrate, or stay active on camera, maybe even at a distance from the camera, then something like the DJI Mic 2 wireless microphone will be the best mic for you. You can bend, stand, walk across the room, and high-quality audio will follow wherever you go. So hopefully you're getting my drift here. There isn't one absolute best microphone for creators. Which mic you choose is always going to depend on your environment, your style of content, and what sort of aesthetic you want to convey. Regardless of which mic you choose though, understanding 3 audio fundamentals is crucial to getting the best outcome. Number 1, understanding microphone types and which one best fits your content production style. Number 2, to some extent, how to prepare and optimize your recording environment, because even the best mic in the world can sound bad in a reflective, echoey room. And number 3, using the right digital signal processing tools to make them all sound their best. Let's break those down a little deeper because this is where many creators get stuck. First, dynamic versus condenser mics. When it comes to microphone types, dynamic microphones like the Shure SM7B are amazing if you don't have an acoustically treated room, or if you live near a busy street, or even just have a loud computer keyboard. Dynamic mics reject more background noise than condenser mics, and they're very forgiving if your space isn't perfect, but they do require you to be right up close to get the best sound. Now let's talk USB versus XLR. I made a whole separate video about this topic, but I'll summarize here. If you're just starting out, USB mics can be tempting because they plug straight into your computer and all you need is the microphone and one cable. Super simple and often perfectly fine if you need to travel a lot or if you're only creating screen recording videos. But if you're serious about creating content long term, an XLR microphone connected to an audio interface or a mixer offers more flexibility, cleaner gain, and the ability to upgrade different pieces of your setup over time as your needs and budget change. Next comes desktop, shotgun, or lavalier. A desktop mic is exactly what it sounds like. It sits right on your desk or on a boom arm and is visible in your shot. And since it's so close to your mouth, it rejects more background noise. And since it's in the frame, if you choose the Shure SM7B, you can look just like all the top podcasters, which can aid in your credibility and trust. If you don't want a mic in the frame, a good quality shotgun mic like the Sennheiser MKE600 is a great choice. It's directional, crisp, and it works in a sitting or standing presentation, as long as you don't move around too much or have a noisy background. Now once you start moving around, however, both desktop and shotgun mics will limit you. That's where a wireless lavalier system or lav mic like the DJI Mic 2 will be the best choice. It's discreet, lightweight, and it follows you everywhere you go, at the exact same distance from your mouth, so you have almost unlimited freedom of motion and distance from the camera, and you still have great audio. Now here's the big one, digital signal processing or DSP. This skill is the secret sauce that makes a good mic sound like a great mic. And honestly, many creators don't even use it. If you master just 4 basic DSP skills, you can make nearly any decent microphone sound professional. Number 1 is equalization, or EQ. EQ is simply adjusting the balance of the low, mid, and high frequencies in your voice. The most common approach is to cut a little bit of the muddy low end, boost the mid-range for clarity, and then add a touch of air on the high end. Done right, EQ makes your voice sound natural and pleasing. Number 2 is compression. A compressor evens out the differences between the loud and soft parts of your voice so that every word is audible. Not too loud, not too quiet. Without compression, your viewers might have to keep adjusting the volume. With it, your voice sounds smooth, consistent, and polished like what you hear on the radio or top podcasts. Number 3 is normalization. This step raises your overall audio level to a standard loudness. That way, your content isn't too quiet relative to other creators or ads. Normalization is what keeps your video from sounding weak when a viewer has been watching many YouTube videos in a row. And finally, noise gate. A noise gate shuts off your mic when you're not speaking. That gets rid of subtle background distractions like keyboard clicks or chair squeaks or even the constant hiss of your noise floor, which emanates from the room itself, your microphone circuitry, your cables, and often from your computer fans. A noise gate is like an automatic mute button that only opens when you're talking. It keeps your audio tight, clean, and distraction-free. When you're skilled with those 4 things, you can make almost any microphone sound professional. That's why the best microphone isn't always about brand or price. It's almost equally about knowing how to use the right tools to polish your sound. So let's bring this full circle. The truth is, there isn't one single best microphone for creators. Your decision will always depend on your environment, your style of content, and what sort of aesthetic you want to convey. So, did that answer surprise you? A lot of people expect one magic answer, but good audio is more about context, not absolutes. So now I'd like to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's your niche as a creator? Which microphone were you considering before this video? Has your answer changed now that I've laid out these fundamentals? I'll be reading and responding in the comments because I really do want to know what kind of content you're making and which mic you think will serve you best. Now finally, I've been developing an amazing online course program called Independent Creator Academy to help people like you learn how to buy, set up, and use the right home video equipment to generate attention, authority, and income as fast as possible. While I'm finishing up this program, I'm hosting a series of monthly free live webinars starting soon. In these free sessions, I'll walk you through the basics of how to choose the right camera, lights, and microphone to get started with confidence. I'll also provide an overview strategy I call the Internet Income Engine that anyone can use to generate income using a high-quality home video studio. If that sounds like something you need, click the link in the description or the first pinned comment to register, and I'll email you about my next live webinar soon. Plus, just for signing up, I'll email you my complete gear list with direct links to every tool I use for my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.